Hello, I'm going to do the Pisces energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, Pisces, what is the conflict? What are they struggling with? Who needs to hear a message? Pisces, conflict. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the World card. We have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Four of Wands. So it's almost like that forward movement from the Three to the Four of Wands. I feel like it could have to do with money. It could have to do with a partnership. It could have to do with building a new business. I feel like you have an idea for a new company, a new business, or a money-making venture that you want to take. It could be a career. It could be going back to school. I almost feel like you're having trouble listening to that inner guidance, because with the World card, we also have the Eye, which I feel like it's that seeing within yourself. And that intuition that you have. I feel like you're having trouble with kind of making things happen or having this partnership come together. I feel like you're having those doubts. I almost feel like you're not listening to that inner voice that you have, or those signs that you're having. I feel like you're having trouble with that. I feel like it's almost like you're stuck. You're stuck here on land, but you're trying to get to the ship, but you can't seem to do that, to make things happen. All right, so what does Pisces need to look at to make this happen? What does Pisces need to look at? Yeah, without a doubt. I'm just going to take this one because that's the one that I saw. All right. So we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the King of Wands. When I saw the Seven of Swords, I feel like it's coming out of the shadows. I feel like it's stepping up to the front, stepping up to the plate, not holding yourself back. I feel like it's just coming out of the shadows. I feel like it's just releasing those burdens, and I feel like it's almost like you're fighting against yourself. And I feel like you're having those doubts, or you're lacking that confidence in this. I feel like you have some great ideas. I feel like you have this desire to achieve something, or to make something happen, or you want your life to go in this direction, or you want to start something new. And I feel like you're just having trouble with making it happen. And I feel like what you need to focus on is just kind of coming out of the shadows, releasing your burdens, and I feel like it's learning from the past, coming into your own power and your own strength, and it's learning from the past. I feel like there were situations in your past that you didn't take advantage of, and that you wish that you had, because you're like, hey, if I had done that back then this is where I would be now. And we all have those things. We all have those times in our lives where we lack that confidence and we didn't quite go for it. But I feel like this time around, it's a big go for it energy. That's it. The cards are telling you it's a big go for it and make it happen energy. All right, what wants to come in for you? What energies want to come in for Pisces? Okay, I just saw this one. Look at this. I love it. That's why I said it. I feel like it's a big go for it moment for you. That this time around, and maybe back then you weren't ready, right? What else? Okay, maybe back then the reason why it didn't happen is because you weren't ready. You really weren't ready to receive those things. You weren't ready to make those things happen. So the energies that want to come in for you is this Two of Wands. I love that. So we have the Two, the Three, the Four of Wands. I love it. Look at that. Look at that progression that's going on here. It's like the energy, the cards are saying move it forward, keep going, right? Evolving, changing, moving forward. opening those doors, looking at you opening those doors. Sometimes we feel like we just want to sit back and just have those doors open for us, but you open those doors. We also have the Hangman, which is take a step back and see things from a different perspective. The perspective is, which I love all the colors that are in his pants because it matches these doors that are opening here, and I feel like seeing things on how do I make doors open. And look how he's looking at that book, right? He's studying with this Eight of Pentacles. He's studying, he's learning, he's growing. He's got his books stacked up here. His red here matches the red and the King of Wands. I feel that the King of Wands is somebody who's very knowledgeable, he's very wise, he's very smart, and then he takes actions to make things happen because he is with the wands. And I feel like how you make a difference is you learn, right? You see things differently. You take new opportunities that maybe before that you would have let go of. You see things from a different perspective and say, you know what, even if this opportunity isn't quite what I'm looking for, I'm going for, I feel like that could lead me to something else, or that could bring me in contact with other people. There's so many ways to learn things. You know, there's books, or there's seminars, or there's even, you know, online, there's YouTube. It's surrounding yourself, putting yourself in those energies and surrounding yourself with those people to make this Ace of Pentacles happen for you, right? Getting those contacts. You have to have the confidence in the first place to make it happen, right? If it's building something or starting your own business, okay, what does that entail? What does that take? What are the supplies? Do I need a store? Can I do it online? Asking yourself those questions, getting that notebook, writing everything down, or that tablet, or, you know, making notes, whatever that is, whatever that represents for you. And it's, okay, how do I actually make this happen? I'm not just going to sit here and think about it. How do I take the actions to make it happen? That if you feel driven, if you feel this is where you want to go and what you want to do, go for it. Make it happen. Don't hold yourself back. All right, so let's grab a numerology card here. I felt like let's do this. We have adventure. This is an adventure for you, definitely. With this Three of Wands here and then the Fool there, this is an adventure. Number 55. So the number 5, that could mean something for you. 55, that could mean something for you. Go on that adventure, right? Life is too short to not go on those adventures, taking those chances. Of course, I'm not telling you what you should do, but if you feel you are driven to go on that adventure, find that way to make it happen. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles, which I love because the pages are new, young energy, right? It's that new thought process. It's the way of making things happen. We have the peacock there, like spread your feathers, right? That there's beauty in everything and to not give up. We have the Six of Pentacles, and I'm looking at the butterfly, which is that transformation of making things happen, right? And those changes that maybe before you weren't ready, but now you're really feeling that you're ready to go on this adventure. Maybe it's something that you thought of for a really long time, or it's an idea that you had since you were a kid. Again, we have the Hanging Man, which is seeing things from a different perspective, right? Take that step back and saying, well, do you want to deny yourself of this opportunity? You know, do you want to give up? Do you want to stay in the shadows, or do you want to come out front, and do you want to speak up and make things happen and make those choices and those changes that you need to do? We have the Knight of Cups, where he's ready to charge ahead. Look, that horse is rearing up. He's ready to charge ahead. He's going full steam ahead, and I feel like he's reaching out and making those contacts because he's offering up his cup. Reaching out, making those contacts, but I almost feel like you have to fill up your own cup first before you can move forward. You have to build up your own confidence, right? You have to have that belief in yourself. If you feel that you're going to fail and that's the energy that you have from the beginning, then that's what's going to happen, right? But if you feel, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to take on this challenge, I'm going to go on this adventure, I'm going to make these things happen, And if you're in that mindset, then you will find a way to make things happen, because there's always going to be challenges in your life. And how do you handle those challenges? Do you give up and walk away, or do you pursue and move forward? All right, so all these cards kind of fell out. We'll take them all. We have Star. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Look at that. Look at that. And that's almost like this, going on that adventure and having that faith and the belief in this star, and the hard times are over, and say, yeah, like I'm done with that. I'm through with that. We have love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. Yes, moving forward in a positive way. And then we have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Why? Because you're feeling confident. You're making things happen. You're feeling good about yourself, and you're pulling in that energy to you, because that's the way that you're feeling, right? If you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like this 10 of Wands, then that's what you're pulling in. But if you're feeling motivated and you're a go-getter and you want to make things happen and you want to open doors and you're seeing things from a different perspective and you're letting go of those weights that are holding you back, and you're pursuing your dreams, and you're saying, okay, I'm going to focus on what is in my plus column and instead of what's in my negative column, and if there's anything in my negative column that I can turn around and change, then I'm going to do it. All right, let's grab a Star Dragons card for this reading for Pisces. Sometimes we just need that motivation, right? To say, yeah, you can do it, right? That cheerleader, that pat on the back that says, you got this. We have the Self, gathering your power. Perfect. This is perfect for this reading, because that's what you're doing. You're motivating yourself. You're gathering your power, right? You're building that confidence. You're letting go of what doesn't work for you, and you're focusing on what does work for you, to give you that motivation to move forward. All right, let's grab... All right, we had 3 of these come out. We have Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Realizing that to achieve our goals, right, to open those doors, to make things happen, it takes time to learn things. It also takes time for us to switch our way of thinking, and it takes time to make things happen. It would be really nice if we could just snap our fingers and all of a sudden we have what it is that we want. Although if that just happened, like, it would be kind of boring, because if you could always have everything that you wanted, like, there wouldn't be that sense of adventure, right? The challenges would be gone. It might be good for a little while, but I think after a while it would be quite boring. So knowing that this is slow and steady wins the race. It gets you to where you want to go. It gets you to, where you want to be. Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan that, like I said before, maybe you weren't ready for things. You weren't ready for this adventure. You weren't ready for this mindset. But I feel like Spirit has a plan to show you those directions and the guidance and the ways to go to help you to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. We have Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. It's the little things that start to add up. When you give yourself that pat on the back and you say, I'm so proud of myself for being consistent and gathering my power. I'm so proud of myself for not letting this situation drag me down and to give up on where I want to go, right? On what I want to have happen. If I want to make this business happen, right? Then all of those little things that you do, right? That you can recognize, okay, I've got to change this. I've got to look at this differently, or I've got to make this move, or just within yourself and saying, I'm so proud of myself that I stepped up to the plate, or I took that class, or I reached out to that person, or I didn't give up, and just giving yourself that pat of back and that motivation. And those are the things that start to add up. And those are the things that you really enjoy along the way on your journey to achieving your goals, is that slowly building yourself up and saying, I'm so proud of myself for not giving up and moving forward. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.